Hey, the first time I heard the Bravia Theater quad, I didn't just turn up the volume. I leaned in and realized something profound. This wasn't just louder, it was alive. Before you overthink anything, check the current price and stock now. Systems this capable vanish quickly once people actually experience what they sound like. UV probably set through movies where explosions feel distant, dialogue floats around without weight, and ambience never quite feels present. That used to be my setup, plenty loud, but never immersive. Then came the moment I realized I wasn't engaged the way I wanted anymore. I kept rewinding scenes, straining for detail that just wasn't there. That's when I knew I had outgrown compromise. Unboxing the theater quad was different. The 16-speaker layout and 360 spatial sound mapping didn't just fill the room, it constructed the audio around me. Dolby Atmos and DTS ex-warranty buzzwords. Sound genuinely moved above and behind me, not just blasted from the front. 4 wireless speakers didn't feel like extras, they placed ambience and effects where they should be, so every direction had purpose. Once you feel that level of performance, lesser systems sound like they apologizing for lost detail. Using it day after day reshaped how I interact with content. Movies no longer feel like flat scenes that happen in front of me, they happen around me. Gaming feels alive, like footsteps and cues aren't just audio, they spatial information. Music feels textured and layered, like instruments have room to breathe. Even casual TV shows suddenly gain dimension where there was none. Once UV lived with real spatial audio, anything weaker starts to feel one-dimensional. And don't wait around for some mythical perfect price. Prices shift, stock fluctuates, and hesitation usually means missing out on the experience you actually wanted when you first consider upgrading. Maybe you wondering if a sophisticated system like this is too much. I had that thought too. What surprised me most wasn't just how powerful it is, it's how cohesive it feels. Other systems can be loud or boomy. This one crafts sound that's intentional, layered, precise. The difference isn't just quantity, it's placement. Once you feel that, standard setups start to sound like they're replaying catch-up. One unexpected benefit. There's this pride that comes when guests walk in and say, "Wow, it sounds different in here." You don't have to explain the tech, they just feel it. And that's when you know it wasn't just an upgrade, it was a transformation. Room-filling immersive audio that actually surrounds you, crisp dialogue that stays clear without shouting, spatial effects that feel directional, and a live music that has texture and presence. Every moment feels intentional, not just loud, requires thoughtful placement for best results, more dear than casual listeners might expect. But here's the thing, at some point you stop splitting hairs over specs and just choose what you already kept coming back to in your mind. This is that system. Don't let this be one of those upgrades you delay and regret later. Check the price, see what's in stock, and trust that instinct that told you it was time. Once you hear sound that genuinely moves around you, everything else just feels quiet.